Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Anjali. Guys, in one of my previous videos, I have told you how to improve your listening skill in English. But today in this video, I will tell you how to become a good and attentive listener so that you can make your communication more effective. Guys, a good communication is really very important as it is the best way of exchanging ideas, thoughts, informations which are running in our mind. A good communication is also very helpful in creating good relationship between the listener and the speaker. So, if you really desire to have a good communication, then you have to listen attentively and become a good and attentive listener first. So, now you might thinking that how to become a good and attentive listener. Let me help you. I will tell you some easy tips that will help you to become a good and attentive listener. But before we begin, I would like to say that if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, then please subscribe it and click the bell icon. Now, without further ado, let's jump right in. Here, tip number one is eye contact. Yes, guys, in order to be a good and attentive listener, you have to make eye contact, as this will show that you are listening attentively to the speaker. But too much eye contact or constant eye contact can be creepy. So try breaking eye contact in every 5 or 6 seconds. That will show that you are listening attentively to the speaker. So this is what about tip number 1. Now it's time to move on to the tip number 2. Tip number 2 is good body language. Yes, guys. You know, guys, body language conveys various things about our feelings, like you are interested in the conversation or not, or you feel boring. So, try to have good body posture that will reflect that you are listening attentively to the speaker. Suppose you are in a sitting position. In such case, try to lean your body slightly forward like this. Okay, this will show that you are listening attentively to the speaker. While doing so, you can also rest your head on your hand like this. Okay, so try to have engaged body language. All right, so this is what about tip number 2. Now let's move on to the tip number 3. Tip number 3 is do not interrupt. Yes, guys, do not try to interrupt the speaker while the speaker is speaking, as it will create misunderstanding between you and the speaker, as the speaker might tend to think that he or she is given less importance, and it will create your image proudly, as you are trying to prove that you are right and whatever you are saying is correct and interesting, and the speaker think that whatever he or she is saying is tedious and boring. That is why you are trying to interrupt the speaker by saying your thoughts, by saying your matters. And it will also reflect that you do not have time for the speaker. So do not try to interrupt by saying your matters or by giving unsolicited advices which are not needed to the speaker at all. Okay, so this is what about tip number 3. Now let's move on to the tip number 4. Tip number 4 is show some non-verbal cues. Now, you might thinking, what is non-verbal cues? Isn't it? Let me help you. Non-verbal cues are the signals which we use to communicate without using language, like by nodding of heads or smile on your face. So, whenever the speaker is speaking, try to show the speaker that you are listening to the speaker attentively by nodding your head or smiling on your face. Alright, so this is what about tip number 4. Now let's move on to the tip number 5. Tip number 5 is do not judge. Yes, guys, do not judge the speaker or jump to the conclusion in the middle of the conversation. Listen and try to understand the speaker and his or her overall meaning, what he or she is trying to deliver you. Okay, so do not try to judge. Okay, so this is what about tip number 5. Now let's move on to the tip number 6. Tip number 6 is give full attention. Yes, guys, when you are listening to the speaker, try to give full attention to the speaker. Do not just look away from the speaker, or do not play with your hairs, or do not scroll your screen of the phone, as all these are the indication that you are not interested at all. So do not try to what? Do not try to look away from the speaker or just playing with your hairs and all. Okay? So, listen to the speaker attentively so that the speaker also feel valued. Okay, so these are the tips that I really wanted to share with you guys. I hope by using these tips you will become a good and attentive listener. I hope you like this video. If you really did, then please let me know in the comment section. It will be a great pleasure for me to read them. And yes, of course, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, then please subscribe it and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will come soon with another interesting video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.